Wow, wow, oh, it's great. I will post it in the memes for y'all. I wanted to tag Jody in it, just like because all of his weak auras are pretty much basically that.
One of my favorite insane songs is Smash Mouth's All Star, but it's just the years start coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and it's just that for 30 hours.
Okay.
Yep, everybody's got their you know.
I love myself
brainworms.
So much. Sorry.
What about macaron chacaron?
Macaron chacaron. There was the interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. That one is a very old one. That's just a flow, though. Where is you guys are very quiet because you have not been blessed by the interior crocodile alligator.
No, I have not.
Interior
Waiting for the game to load.
Alligator.
I just see gray screen.
Oh, it might take a bit. Everybody else got in, so I think you're just the outlier. Here we go. Interior crocodile alligator.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet.
Okay, tell me this is not catchy. I'm gonna put it in player discussion. It's short. It's very short.
All right.
Okay, it's actually pretty banger.
That's what I'm saying.
Also, I do have to say the new background is looking moity toit. I
am a huge fan, so I was very actively looking for a stream refresh. Kind of wanted to spruce everything up a little bit. And I was looking at like a bunch of templates just to like buy, and I found this particular artist, and I was like, "Wow, this fits the vibe I wanted perfectly." So I bought the whole package that included this like awesome background and the cool transitions, and I thought it works perfectly for the vibe. So I'm very happy with it. Oh, we got a Gimmin game. Good.
Yar.
He made it.
You know, we just gave you a hard time because we miss you, right?
I don't feel love anymore.
Oh my god. I'll mail you a tampon. It's fine.
You were telling me I was being dramatic earlier, so I have to be dramatic.
You were being dramatic.
Is it going to be dramatic Gim night?
No. But I'm sad that you cut up my laser beam to the gnoll head.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
I didn't cut it.
The fucking murder.
That's my editor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was mad about it. She got a fireball, and then just Raphaela being mean to the gnolls for
the TikTok, you mean? Mm-hmm. The TikTok was fucking amazing.
I appreciated it. The laser probably deserves its own video.
Oh yeah, you fucking... That was what, a level 3 crit?
Yeah, we need like Arctis's best crits.
Yeah. Well, you had my bad roll night in one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That would actually be a really cool video. I don't know how long you do seasons with the other ones, but for every season, do like the best and worst, like a compilation of the best crits and the worst fails.
Oh, I should.
I would need
to find some timestamps, but that's totally doable.
I'm on both ends of that spectrum.
Call your mother.
Yeah, like if you had time to do that and to clip them all together, like that, I think that would be a really cool video.
The one that I watch the most is the samurai crab one.
The samurai crab? I do like
that is my favorite.
I'm sorry. A what?
A samurai crab.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Who?
You said what?
It was the best. I actually watched some of them today when I was at work.
Did you have any particular favorites?
I love the samurai crab. That's my favorite.
Nice.
I am partial to the dice gods.
Same. The Dice Gods one is good.
Yep.
It was the great proof of concept to get people to follow the Church of the Dice Gods. No, it's all statistics. One. Why?
The one where we almost all died on top of the boat.
Yup.
And then
Man, I'm like missing out on all this cool boy shit.
you were there.
Yeah. I mean, you need to just open the Discord and then go to the VODs channel and start clicking on all that awesome content we offer.
Actually, what you
Yes.
need to do is go onto YouTube and subscribe to Arctis D&D.
Yeah.
Can I tell
You work here.
I have the hugest crush on Coslow. I fucking love him. I watch those sometimes and I'm like, oh my god, I love Coslow.
I'm totally telling Coslow that he's got a big fan over
Oh,
in the
yeah.
other game.
I'm fangirling for Coslow.
I love watching the clips of the other ones. Like, I know I'll watch the ones to follow up and see what Akasha was getting up to, because I don't trust Bones for shit. But oh my god, dude, Coslow is great. And then the latest one with C Swab is like, how good are you at impersonations? Coslow.
That was good too. Yep.
What
Yeah,
what we-
C-Swab's pretty funny.
What we need to do, and this would make my workday like infinitely better, is you need to put them out as podcasts.
Do you guys actually listen to podcasts?
I
That's the
prefer to
only
watch
way
them
I
on
get-
YouTube.
You prefer
I
That's
watch
the
YouTube?
only way I
Personally.
get through work.
I watch comedy ones, like comedians,
Mm-hmm.
like Two Bears, One Cave, and
Oh, that's a good one.
Bad Friends. Bad Friends is what's his name? Santino and the fuck is his name? The little Korean guy.
Ken Jeong?
Never heard of them, either one.
They're funny. They're
Um,
comedians.
The Ask Eliza Anything is good. If you like Eliza Schlesinger.
She's okay. I
I
like
I
her
always
saw
shows
her
on Joe
live.
Rogan.
She was great.
Oh yeah, we went to Alberta to see her live.
She came to New Orleans. I was very pleased.
And I listen
She's-
to Bill Burr anything.
next
Oh,
week
Bill
she's gonna be
Burr's
in
the
Vegas. Nadina.
Who?
Eliza Schlesinger,
Oh, really?
elderly
gonna-
millennial.
She's gonna be
Oh.
at the Win
The Win. All right.
on the 10th and 11th.
I
I love
had
how
no
you
idea.
know that. Like, why? Why do you know that? Do you live near Vegas?
I listen to her podcast every week.
Ah, okay.
All right,
I
everybody.
pretty much start my day off every day with Good Mythical Morning. Like that's
Andrew
how I start my
Santino
day.
and Bobby Lee.
Hmm.
That's Bad Friends.
See, now
Too
I'm
bad.
starting to get an idea of like what you guys consume in the morning. So I'm like, maybe I should put up more podcast
Self-loathing.
episodes. We'd need to like cut them pretty significantly just to like trim out the dead space and then maybe like add some fun and flavor to it, like maybe some more sound or just. But yeah, I don't want to overwork my editor so far. But if I will give the people what they want, and YouTube actually has a podcast section now. So it doesn't make it entirely off the table.
I've actually been listening to the Critical Role podcast now, so it's good. I've never listened to them, never watched them until the show came out, and I've actually learned a lot about how, I don't want to say how to play D&D, but kind of how to play D&D more to get more fulfillment out of it, at least for the RP aspect of it.
For sure. Like, what was your, when you were listening to that podcast, like what did you get out of it?
Well, the biggest thing is, okay, so you remember last session how I was like, I had to play like a player. For instance, when the Fae was there, and I was like, I want to roll to check to see if she is deceiving me, to try to get into that mindset instead of just playing like, oh, smash with X. It's more of a, you know, they would go about and do things, and it was just like, you know, I'm walking into the room, do I notice these, do I like talk to these people? And so I would instigate rather than the DM the roles. And so that's kind of how I got into that deal with the chubby budding contest, because I was like, I I know me, I know not to eat napkins, but my character, I trust Raffi. So I want her to make a deception check. And so it's just like stuff like that allowed me to get more into outside of the, okay, I'm going to roll for damage, roll for this. It's more of the RP aspect of it. So I like that.
Exactly.
You remind me of Mercer a lot. It's just because the voiceovers are great, even though their computer, it doesn't matter. Like, I swear to, I really have thought about it. And last time I wanted to make a reaction check where, like, I when the tentacle came out, I was scared because of the voice, and I think my character, out of fear, would punch it in the face. And I was like, I should have asked Nadine if I could have done that, if I would have failed. And out of fear, I actually punched the other gnoll.
I mean, you could have just went, I punch it, and then like that just starts. Like, that's absolutely fine. Your party could go, no, but that would be like, and here we go.
But that's the kind of the things I'm getting out of the Critical Role podcast is that, and I like I get more out of D&D because now I know how to play. This is my first campaign since high school, so
I think that's awesome.
Listen,
and I do I don't have 3 hours in the evening and afternoon to watch all the content, but I've got 3 hours at work that I can turn my brain into D&D listening to things. So I listen to the Critical Role podcast every week.
An hour drive back for work. So I just listen to it, and I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
We also have no good radio station, so I need podcasts or music.
Well, your country apparently had to recover from the 2016 maple syrup heist, so obviously.
All right, John, calm down.
We will rebuild.
I like when I like seeing you like really start to dive deeper into like your character's mindset. It's a fun experiment that I like to do because like I could sit here and look at this like a player, right, and sit here and just be like, well, I know this, but it's like I like to take this time and like truly get into like what the character of my little dude is, and it's a lot of fun. At least for me, that's where a lot of the
I
fun
am
comes
Gim. I'm here. I am Gim.
Oh my god.
See, I love that
forge has
kind of
been
immersion
lit.
too, because I want you to
Butts
feel
in
like
the
you can like interact with like things and me and each other just on a whim, and don't hold anything back. If you want to do something crazy and off the wall that your party disagrees with, you're totally open to that. I just give you kind of a sandbox, and then I develop it around you. And just the VTT is ultimately just a visual tool which allows me to storytell, but it doesn't encompass everything that you can do, right? It's not WoW where you have certain interactables before you and you're like, oh, I can click on these, this, and this, and it does this, and I kill mob, get experience. Here it's much more open because it's really driven by your imagination, the storylines of the characters, and how you guys want to develop. And at least for me as a storyteller, I like to give you more of a linear approach at first, just so you can get comfortable with the game. Because focusing on too many things at once, especially as a player, can make you feel intimidated or nervous. And there's really no wrong way to play D&D, no matter what the power gamers will tell you. You can have weird character builds, you can do crazy things. It's really about you guys having fun, and winning or losing is very it's shades of gray, right? So at least for you guys, when I made the reflection campaign, the first parts of it were very on the rails, so you guys could just get an idea of how your characters function, right? You're learning how to use the VTT. You're learning how to access your characters, roll dice, things like that, right? So you're not like actually, you just don't have the brain like capacity. And I don't mean that in like a unga bunga way, but just to both focus on good role playing and learning a whole new system and way to play at the same time. So now that you guys have like, you guys know how to use the VTT, you guys know how to target things, you're understanding D&D more, like next season, when that rolls around, it will probably be less on the rails and more about how you all wish to choose to develop your characters. And that includes, like, if Raffaella wants to explore her warlock patron more, or Sindri in his mastery of the mind, like, where does that take him next in his growth as a sorcerer? Or, Monty comes from a special homebrew subsect under Arctis of essentially, like, half salamander people. And that's something that he can flesh out as well. And, everybody's, I think, got a little bit of something that you've picked up along the way that you can say, hey, I'm interested in this. I could flesh this out further. And those things just happen with time, right? So I want to give you guys free reign, to really, like, feel out your characters, do what you think your characters would do, and just have fun. Because this is ultimately... The rules are just there to help facilitate play. But you guys really make the characters what they are.
The rules are really more like guidelines when you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm going to commit Sahagin genocide. But...
and that is fair.
I will say there is a wrong way to play D&D.
Well, if you're bringing down everybody else at the table, I would say.
Or if you're not having fun.
Yeah.
I hear some chiming in the background.
Yeah, my wife was saying it's not DM versus players.
Exactly. Like, I'm here to present you an opportunity and a challenge, but if I wanted to kill you, I would just, drop
We'd have been dead already.
a dragon on the table and be like, all right, guys.
Everyone dies.
Hey, look at that. Deal with it.
Isn't that kind of why, what's his name, Tiberius is not in the TV series, or he got booted from the guild? He was that guy.
There's a lot to that. We do not have time to get into that.
No. I've watched some YouTube videos. So yeah, gotcha.
But you need why stop at a dragon? Just drop a Tarrasque.
Jesus, do I even have a Tarrasque token?
Just do a Modera and drop a fucking asteroid on us.
What does this even look like?
Take it. I want to see it. That's a fancy dragon.
That's a thick boy.
That is a thick.
Oh,
Do
Lord,
they have,
he
like-
coming.
Do you have dune worms in this game?
What the fuck's a doom worm?
I think they would be called something else. I do have various burrowing worms that burrow under a variety of terrains. Sand, ice, earth, air, water. What flavor of worm would you like, Gim?
One that looks like Dune, the giant.
Dune, yeah.
One that looks like a
teeth.
Dune worm.
You've seen the movie Dune, right?
Yeah, I love Dune. Here, I'm trying to find my biggest worm.
Ones that are the size of like cities and can like eat like spaceships.
I
appreciate y'all are talking about worms. I'm sitting here thinking, what happens when Sindri pisses off Marvin Puffington and then we get stuck in a BattleBots arena and Nadina can just go nuts with that concept?
That's such a little baby worm. That wasn't
he was
scary.
so small. I was like, oh, that looks terrifying. And then he's like Diglett sized. Like, okay. Because I just see the previews. What else do I got here? Oh, I know the boar worms are pretty big. Let's see, boar worm? Oh, there's no token for it. That's unfortunate. I do have a big one. Hang on. That's what she said.
What she said or what he said?
That's what was said.
Hey, we are inclusive. Both can
What
say
the fuck is that?
That looks like that.
Oh, that's just Uncle Freddy. Yeah, I remember him
so
growing
cool.
up. That's just Uncle Freddy.
That looks like something out of the Darkest Dungeon.
A little bit.
Oh, I just came back to the screen. Oh, good God, that's gonna haunt my dreams.
That's what would have shown up.
I have
if
a
you
bunch of
punched the
terrifying stuff in my back pocket, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was that tree boss in the Emerald Nightmare?
Il'gynoth.
Il'gynoth. Yeah,
Mhm.
tree
This is like a
Mhm.
worm that was in there.
Oh, yeah.
I need to kill
that would
him
remind
on
me of the
Mythic
correspond one.
in I need to kill him in Nylothon Mythic to get that transmog on my druid.
I'm just missing the helmet.
I'm missing the shoulders and it drops off Il'gynoth.
Yeah, it only drops off of Il'gynoth and the shield. I want the shield off of it.
All right,
I probably
everybody.
won't go back in Nyalotha for years.
Yeah, I'm not going back anytime soon.
Fuck that place. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks. We are about to get started. If you need a moment to grab a drink, please let me know now. Otherwise, excuse me, we will do a brief recap and be on with it. Anybody need to grab a drink?
I'm good.
Everybody good? Double thumbs up. All right.
Smash.
For the Forge!
For the Forge! All right, everybody. Welcome back to another game of Arctis. As our first adventure into the frozen regions of Icir begins to come to a close, our brave Dream Delvers have discovered the crux of the problem. With the gnolls, a corrupted frog god, some particularly nasty Sahagin, and, well, one friendly gnoll named Doofus. As Doofus had come to you with a nightmare riding in the back of his mind, you delved into his brain and freed him of the corruption of the Yanan Ed, the fearsome but corrupted frog spirit that had plagued him. Later, you had discovered that Doofus was purposefully sent to his doom overseas by a cruel and capricious spore lord mistress, Sibba, the pack lord of the gnolls, who had sensed your coming in the dream, and may now be plotting for your arrival. As you all had returned to the Melt, for some, perhaps much needed R&R, you discovered some very curious things happening within, including a fairy that had, just found herself in your room. And after a little bit of inquisition, you had discovered that this mischievous fairy had spiked the food, causing the patrons that had eaten it to dance irresistibly. And the Fae thought this was a light-hearted mistake, but she did not seem to realize that she had brought potential spore-like misfortune upon the inn. And as you had talked to the gnolls that were ready to put an end to Doofus that lurked outside of the Melt, Raffaella put a significant amount of them to the torch with her wand of fireballs, and a couple of them that seemed to be more willing to not die came along with you into the building for some discussions about their pack leader, Sibba. What you had discovered about Sibba and her control and influence over the gnolls was rather frightening, as the gnolls had sequestered themselves in a glade in the northern reaches of Icir. Sibba had utilized mushrooms and psychedelics to lead her pack, to see visions and go on, let's say, dream quests for additional knowledge. But her ever so, let's say, her desire for power has overruled rational thought, and she has infected her fellow gnolls with a contagious spore that allows her to potentially spy on her minions from afar. But without being within the cloud of spores within the grove, Sibba's, let's say, influence over her gnolls was wearing thin. And you all were were very interested about how to potentially cure these gnolls from the spores and the fungus that had infected them. You all just got done talking with Sibba, as she had visited one of the gnolls via her spore control. Before we begin today, I will ask you all, after your discussions with Sibba last time, what are your steps from here? You take a long rest and you begin your trek over the mountains? Or, let's say, do you try more to cure the two gnolls, Stinkhide and Snowhide, of their spore-based malady? You don't have to answer right away, but those are some of the questions we will pose as we get into today's session. We will begin once again on floor 2 of the Melt. It is late at night, and you have just finished your disturbing contact with Sibba, and rest could not come any sooner. One moment, please. I'm gonna need less happy tavern music.
And Adina, does it not show the scrolls on the right-hand side for last week? The only reason I bring that up is because we all, I thought, took a long rest just before we ended our session.
Oh, you did? Okay, great.
Yes, we did.
Okay, cool.
I may have just forgotten. Alright. So with that, everyone takes a nice rest within the comfort of their now fairy-free room on the top floor of the Milt. Make sure everyone has taken a long rest, that your spell slots are full, your hit points are full, and hopefully you all feel rested as the sun comes up on a new day in Icir. The sound of the two gnolls snoring away is music to your ears for most of the night, as they are loudly sitting in the chairs next to the fire, heads thrown back, mouths agape. Possibly having their first warm sleep in many a day. You may all begin. The sun peeks in through the windows, and you all are
Where's
early to
Doofus?
rise. Where is Doofus?
Alright, guys. I know that they wanted us to get a carcass so we can lure the gnolls out, but I think Sibba knows we're coming.
I think after last night, I think she knows too.
Yeah, but the more gnolls we can keep busy and put to sleep some other way would be probably better.
No, I agree. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that she might know that we're up to something, so she might be prepared for something. So we might either need another cure beforehand or something, I don't know. Because I'm afraid we're going to walk into a trap.
Okay, I want some breakfast first. And has anybody checked on our conga line buddies that we locked into the room?
We probably should check on them.
I'm gonna go check on them.
Knock, knock, knock. Hello?
I unlock it.
Yeah, it's locked.
Ah!
Oh,
Hello,
hey,
hello.
buddy.
Hi.
Hey, Doofus.
Good morning, everyone. In Doofus's arms are large baskets of muffins. Raga made these for you.
Grab 3.
She's feeling better. That's good.
Yes, I went down early as you were all sleeping, and to see how everyone was doing. Raga, well, she was up and very upset.
She was talking with her kitchen staff about potential fairy protective measures. Harming the food, potentially, harms the reputation of the melt. So she's very upset and apologetic to the others who are sleeping in the room downstairs.
Is the fairy still in the bag?
We let her go yesterday, remember?
Yeah, you let her go.
Oh yeah, we let her go.
Mm-hmm.
She's not in the room.
Nope.
Oh, Raga made muffins.
Thanks, Doofus.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna
buddy.
Grab one.
I already grabbed 3. As I stuff my mouth, I'm gonna go and check on our cohorts, the conga line.
Thanks, Doofus.
You're welcome.
He looks
think
over
we're
at the other
gonna
gnolls sleeping. He takes a muffin and puts one into both of their open mouths, stifling the snoring for a thankful moment.
Better.
As long as you don't kill them, doofus.
Oh, right. Breathing.
He takes the muffin out of their mouth and crams it in his own.
We're gonna civilize you one of these days, doofus. But it's okay.
No, he's good. He's good.
Alright, so what do you guys think we should do? Because I don't think charging over our original plan is gonna work out as well as we thought.
No, charging it is definitely gonna fail.
I think we should look for that garden where the mushroom was growing. I don't think it's inside the grove.
But honestly, I think we do that after. Siba knows we're coming.
Yeah,
I
but that's
think
how she controls them. If we destroy the core of these mushrooms, maybe they won't be under control anymore.
Yeah, but if that's how she's controlling them, she would have that protected.
Yeah, but Snowhide is far away, and he's been away from there for a little bit, and she was able to control him. So
That was because he just consumed fresh.
He ate fresh
mushrooms.
spores, so it
Yeah.
re-strengthened his connection with Siba.
I just don't think that it would happen that fast.
Hey, Gim, could I get the key, buddy? We kind of locked him in there.
Oh, yeah, I give him one of the keys.
Thank you. I grab another muffin. Ah, man, these are good.
I just don't know. I do think we need to scout out what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Let's either keep looking for a cure, or we burn out the mushrooms, or we go straight to war.
Well, it's not like the war is avoidable. We do know that's coming.
Mumu, as you enter the room that has the afflicted patrons, they all look to be comfortably seated in the chairs around the room, slumped over and sleeping, some of them with heads on the table, one of them with their head in a half-eaten plate of food. Durgan is sleeping on the floor in front of the window. But everyone is sleeping peacefully.
Okay, I'm gonna back away slow.
Mumu, make me a perception check before you leave.
Alright.
You notice that none of them are wearing shoes.
I would like to cast insight to see if I see the shoes hanging up on the ceiling. Do I see them visibly?
Make me an investigation check, please. You look under the table and just peer underneath, and looks like their shoes have been removed and tossed aside as if they were coming home from the club after a very long day of wearing heels. all of their feet and their socks look to be bleeding. Visible, potentially having, what is it when you, rub up against your shoe too much? Like calluses or like a blister?
Blister?
Yeah, they're
Blisters,
all
yeah.
blistered.
Okay, so I'd like to make a medicine check to see like if it's like serious, or can I just go about my day and tell them to bandage up in hot water?
Go ahead. Yeah, you have no idea.
That looks
Suck it
red.
up. Just put your feet in some cold water in the snow and get back to it. That's the Goliath way.
Yep. All right. Well, y'all look like you had a lot of fun. Y'all are all alive, so I'm glad to see that. Probably head outside, maybe get some water, do whatever you need to for some kind of hangover. I'm gonna do important stuff. Back this way.
You address the unconscious room, and your ears are full of the sounds of peaceful snoring.
Yeah, they look totally fine, and I clearly think they're just had too much partying. So I'm gonna go back upstairs with my buddies now.
Meanwhile, in the upstairs rooms of the Meld. Now when the gnolls breathe out, bits of blueberry muffin fly from their lips. Doofus looks at them with curiosity as he chews on a muffin.
Doofus,
Aw.
question. I don't know if you remember the rhyme shroom where a grove, where they grow near your mushroom camp, or your mushroom grove. Do you remember that?
A bit. I remember.
How far away from the grove?
I believe they are very close. The rhyme shroom only grows in very particular circumstances, and it needs to be cold and very, very wet. But not wet enough to freeze. No, just it's a perfect temperature. So it must be near a larger body of water near the grove, if I were to venture a guess.
Can we pull up the map?
Of course.
So you say the water...
Load, you stupid map!
So the water is farther south, or is that the tree right there next to your grove?
The water's near the grove. Wait.
He points to the mushroom area, and then the place that's like just to the southwest of it.
I think this, circular area is possibly where the rhyme shrooms are growing. Yes, that must be it. This must be the body of water, right before the cave to the grove.
How well guarded do you think this would be?
Oh, that depends. I've been gone from that pack for some time. I remember us being plentiful, but if Sibba has sold or bartered away more gnolls in the meantime, then who knows how many linger. Perhaps Snowhide or Stinkhide would know more.
Can we burn this?
The mushrooms?
Or is it too damp for them to burn?
You would have a very difficult time burning them. They survive and persist off of very moist environments. They would not go up with a simple spark.
If we doused them with oil, will they burn?
Or a Wanda fireball. I know a person.
No. That would only kill the ones that are peeking up above the ground. It is the ones that are part of the ground that have created the network that they all feed off of. No, what would be more effective is, poisoning their water supply.
Okay.
You need to get something that seeps underneath the ground, something that would take it out, take all the rhyme shrooms out at the source.
What is good for killing rhyme shrooms?
Doofus thinks for a moment.
Yes. Well, one thing we could do is salt. Yes, copious amounts of salt would drain all the liquid from the mushrooms and render them into a desiccated base. But there's so much water there. You'd need an absolutely massive amount of salt, or a direct channel into some salt water.
What if we were able to just dehydrate the area?
He nods.
A slower way, but yes, that would also do it, affecting their environment so they cannot grow, ideally. Yes, that's thinking. But you would have to remove all of the water from the grove, either divert it and then let nature take its course.
Now, I do have another question in regards to our situation. These rhyme shrooms are clearly being altered in some way. What if there was... do you know if they're being altered by an arcane means, or is it natural?
That is hard to say.
He pats his pockets down and looks for any residual pieces of tainted soup that he may have stored away in his pockets for later snacking. He pulls out a chunk of venison that is still slightly moist and sniffs it. He looks at Montgomery, back down to the chunk of venison.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by food.
Me too.
That's quite
buddy.
all right. Take your time.
What was your question?
The mushrooms, the rhyme shrooms. These grow naturally, but it seems these spores are something different. And Montgomery reaches into his herbalism pouch and pulls out the vial of the strange legged moving ones that he had sampled earlier. Is this of an arcane change, as in someone is using magic to alter the rhyme shrooms, or is this something more natural where we might be able to find a cure or predator that can help us along?
Let Doofus smell. Come here. Bring it here so Doofus may sniff.
Montgomery hands the vial over to Doofus. Now just be careful, these do seem to like to move.
Terrible.
He sniffs the piece of venison, sniffs what you have given him.
No. This is distinctly sweeter. It's slightly shifting. No. This has definitely been altered. It's been changed in some way. Its properties are too sweet, too lingering. The rhyme shrooms generally have a very crisp and arid, menthol-like effect when you sniff it. It cools the back of the throat. This cools but sweetens like sugar, candy, honey. Strange. Doofus remembers this smell from the Order, strangely. Why does your Order smell like this?
That might be a question for the Order. I'm not entirely sure.
You all can make me an Arcana check. Okay, all right, Sindri and Gim, calm down. Sindri and Gim, with Doofus's very accurate sense of smell, he seems to be possibly smelling the residual essence of dreams. He gives it a big sniff.
Yeah. It's rather pleasant.
That's probably has something to do with the dreams that we use, so I wouldn't be that worried about it.
I don't know about that, because Sippa seems to be able to go into the dream like we are. We could.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened to the elves. Maybe she's, only thing I have a bad feeling, maybe she's watering these mushrooms with like the memories of the dream, like those elves.
That's possible.
The smells are very similar.
He kind of looks over his shoulder at Montgomery and gives a brief sniff.
Yes. Residual, but cloying. Sweet, like honey. Very pleasant.
Now I'm more confused about what's going on with this.
Sindri may be on to something. Sibard may be watering these with waters or something from the dreaming. Whatever has been added to these mushrooms was not added after they have been grown, not like this.
He holds up the piece of venison.
I can smell the distinct difference between the mushroom that was cooked into the meat and the meat. But for this, no, this was grown with it. It is as innate to it as well being a mushroom would be.
So it's possible that it grew in the dream, and she's removing them out of the dream, out of someone's nightmare or someone's thoughts.
Gim, you do know that removing things out of the dream takes a significant amount of power, and even someone like Penelope, your soot sprite, who rewarded you with things from the dreaming that were manifested, she could only make, for the combined effort of you five going into a dream, she could make like a singular magical item. The amount of effort it would take for Sibba to make a massive army of dreaming mushrooms would require a small army.
She's not sacrificing her small army, though?
Not gonna answer that.
She could be sacrificing your brother gnolls to power her spells. She might not be selling them. She might be sacrificing them.
Then it may not be a dream that these were grown on, but something on the other side of the coin that might smell similar. Something that dreams can turn into over time.
He looks at Amumu and Gim.
Nightmares. Even the sweetest dream can turn into a nightmare.
Amumu, why are you raging?
What? Oops, sorry. Oops. Oh, God dang it.
It's got them all worked up.
I'm not scared. Fuck you guys. Who said I'm scared?
You asked him a riddle. Anger.
So, salting it would take too long. Diverting the water would take a long time. Something from the nightmare is affecting these mushrooms. Sindri, do you still have that link with Ellie?
It's not necessarily a link. It's more the fact that I have the ability to send her a message.
Can you send her a message and ask her if there's anything that's ever easily taken out of the dream that you know of, or anything like this has ever happened? Something grown with something with the power of the dream? Or nightmare?
You want me to message Ellie just to see if anything has been taken out of the dream? I thought she said...
No. If this has ever happened, something like this has ever happened before.
I thought she was saying that nothing has happened like this before, at least in her experience.
But does she know about the mushrooms growing?
Yeah, I'll ask her. 1 second. Okay.
All right, sending.
Ellie found mushrooms linked to dreaming. Any correlation that you know of?
It's like a fucked up haiku.
Might be grown in dream or helped with something from the dream. Thanks.
Okay. After a moment, you get some worried sending back. It's 25 words, right?
Yes.
Okay. I only have 25 words. This is hard because I love exposition. Things brought into dreaming persist. Dreaming can change material things. The two worlds are different. One cannot persist in one too long. But can grow. That is what you receive back.
Sorry, that was... What was the last part again?
But can grow are the last three words.
Okay, so... What she really got back was kind of... She doesn't... Like, the two worlds are separate, so... They can impact each other a little bit, but not... I don't think it's going to be to a level that we think... Or at least that we think is going on.
Sindri, you actually get a sending back from Elitha, as she casts it back at you. And the sudden assault of, like, psychic energy in your head actually causes you to stumble a bit. This is the first time Elitha has actually projected her sending into your brain, and it is very clear, like, HD, 4K, Sonos soundbar, the full experience. She says, and I have to also 25 words or less this.
Yep.
Dreams can turn into nightmares. Cultivated mushrooms on nightmares of gnolls. She has strong drugs, very dangerous, bad for psyche. I think, was that 20 or 25? I think that was 20.
You're the DM, you can change it. You can
Fuck.
Her messages can be as long as you want.
That's true. I'll say I have 5 more words. Cultivating nightmare mushrooms in pack.
Do I have to respond instantly, or can I pass this message to them and then respond back?
I will allow you to pass and then respond.
Okay, so Ellie just sent me a message after I sent her a message. So yes. It seems like Ellie has the idea that she's cultivating them in the nightmares of these gnolls.
And she implied that she's also using the psychedelic mushrooms to potentially enhance any sort of nightmares they may be having.
Yeah, and it seems that the mushrooms are making these nightmares into better nightmares. So that's going to be fun to deal with.
Oh, Doofus makes worried noises.
Doofus, we might need a little bit of your help.
Yes, Doofus will help. Doofus will help.
Do you guys know of anything? Like, should I send anything back to Ellie?
Ask her for anything she knows that could kill mushrooms, or
Well, I can only send it to her. She can't. This kind of works as like a.
Also, Doofus is your resident
letter.
plant lad.
Yeah.
I would just thank her. I think we're gonna have to figure it out on our own. But she gave us some good information.
Okay, so sending the message back to Ellie. Thanks. Leaving Melt soon. Gnolls to northwest of Melt, through mountains. We'll check in every so often.
18.
Thanks for the help. Stay safe, Ellie.
Nice. Perfect. Your sending spell goes off without a hitch, and the presence of Elitha leaves your mind.
That was... Is that how it feels for all of you guys?
Yes.
It was like she was standing next to you, Sindri, as clear as you could hear her sending in your head.
Never had someone enter my mind before. That was weird.
I mean, I talk to myself all the time, so I.
Well, maybe
basically
now
the same,
you'll
right?
understand what you do to other people. But all right, so we all in accord to go to check out the mushrooms.
Yep, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
What should I do with Stinkhide and Snowhide?
I think
Maybe
they're gonna still work here. And
I-
stay out of the.
I think
Stay
it
out
would
of
be
the
best if I supervised them. They will not be a danger here. And Doofus will teach them more about, well, the proper herbs and stay away from these rancid rhyme shrooms.
Well, do we have any of those left? The shrooms.
No.
Miss Raga, how you feeling?
I think.
Fine, actually. I'm more distressed that this happened under my watch. I'm so sorry.
All right, we're leaving our gnoll friends here. Doofus is gonna teach them, and they'll stay around. We're gonna go find where these mushrooms came from that the fairy told us were, and gonna burn it down.
Good. We can't have that gnoll, or whatever she is, influencing the thoughts of others. And if she can control gnolls with spores, I hope she can't do that with other people.
Knowing the connection that Stinkhide, was it? Or was it Snowhide?
Snowhide.
Knowing the connection that Snowhide had through the spores, Would I be able to do like an Arcana check to see if she has any of those spores that would link her to Siba?
It might require a medicine check, and you
Losing
may
internet.
need to, I'm sorry?
I think I just lost the internet. I'm probably gonna DC. Just
Oh, no.
FYI.
Okay,
Gonna go fix.
not a problem.
Well, I was thinking Arcana to try to see if there was any connection.
Oh, sure, yeah, go ahead.
Guidance.
Sintra, you don't feel like there is any connection. Perhaps Raga is just getting over, well, whatever this fairy spell was, and is not infected by these spore shrooms. It's just not the right environment for them to take host in.
As I kind of reach out and just kind of checking, like, no, Raga, I think knowing my connection into the mines and actually talking to Siba through Snowhide's mind last night, it doesn't seem like you're connected, so I wouldn't worry.
Oh, that's good. Now I can worry more about, well, not tarnishing the reputation of the melt. Those people danced all night, and they're going to have aching feet. I'm going to have to bring in buckets of snow all day to make them happy. But if you're going to be seen off, you can take any sort of ration you might need from the stores.
Thanks, Raga.
Of course.
And don't worry about the reputation. This is kind of order business. This was our fault, so we'll you can kind of blame it on us.
Well, that's bad for business too. Maybe, I don't know, one of these days you all could come back and do a signing or something. The Commons folk seem to like that. You all are heroes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Then we'll call it even. When you get done with all this gnoll business, come on back, we'll throw a little bit of a party, and you guys can, well, play hero for a little bit.
How much salt you got?
Salt? What do you need salt for?
Because we're about to salt the earth.
Oh, well, I've probably got enough salt to salt a small garden. That's about it. There's some salt.
Like a perfect amount.
But I do mean a very small garden. She makes like a square with her hands. We've got a couple salt licks if you've really got a hankering. The horses are going to town on them in the stables.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking a garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not remember this because you weren't exactly awake, but I might possess some ability to help us with this small issue.
Oh, yeah.
You know, flowers and nature might be something I've studied once or twice.
You're right. I'm just thinking about going scorched earth on this fucking Simba. Not thinking straight.
Scorched earth, you say? Montgomery slowly turns his eyes towards Raffaella. Perhaps we have something for that particular topic.
I might have a thing or two.
Either way, if I am going to devote my energies to making sure that these things are not able to grow again, just be aware that I may not be at my full power for anything that goes wrong.
Well, I think we need to do what we need to do.
Where are you all headed?
Through the mountains towards a mushroom grove
Well, if you're going through the mountains, just make sure you've got enough supplies. The road to Glacia kind of veers slightly to the south. If you're going through the mountains, you're going to have a bit of a trek and a bit of a climb. I'm not worried about you, she points at Amumu, but the rest of you may have to prepare for a little bit of camping and, well, some cold weather. Icir is very unforgiving to the uninitiated.
Okay. So we need. Anybody have Oh, we have stuff to make fires. We have food rations for 10 days. At least I do.
I kind of light up my hand. I can create fire too.
Yeah, we don't. Wonder how many days to cross the mountains you think, Raga?
Well, given you've got Amumu in your party, and I'm sure he's a competent mountaineer, you could probably get through the pass in a day. There's a couple spots, and here, this map is awful. Why don't I just mark on this map at least kind of the general area? If you offer her the map, she'll kind of chuckle at it.
Let her look at the gnoll map.
Here, towards the southern part of the mountains, you're going to want to veer off a little bit. There's a pass here. She kind of just makes a little X on your map. Somewhere around there. Mumu, you'll want to look for where the altitude and the trees start thinning out.
Alright.
Yeah, you could probably get through in a day. It'll be a trek, though. Especially if you're on foot.
Can't think of you being able to help us with that, would you?
She thinks for a moment. I've only got, say, 3 horses in the stable right now. She looks at you, but there's 5 of you. I don't think that's super helpful.
Do you have a cart that can pull?
A cart?
Well,
I do, in fact.
Unless somebody has a way to shrink themselves down.
I Montgomery.
I wasn't necessarily thinking about Montgomery.
Here, come with me to the stables.
Miss Raga, I think 3 will be perfectly fine for our party.
Good morning, Finn. Good morning. Good morning, Raga.
God, is that chicken centaur?
He's not a chicken. Well, here's our supply cart that we use to bring goods back and forth from Glacia. I could give you 2 horses in the cart. I would like them back in one piece, but knowing adventurers, that's probably going to be slim. The chances of that are probably going to be slim. But do you think this would be sufficient?
I do.
I think it would work.
Is the wagon covered?
It is not, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, I say we take the cart, a couple of horses, and start heading out west.
Well, that'll certainly make your trek a little bit faster. Just give me a few. I'll empty out this cart, and I'll get my in-hands and Finn to help me out. We'll get the horses hooked up, and we'll get you good to go. Sound good?
Thank you, Miss Raga.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks.
Make any last-minute preparations you may have while I get this all ready.
Alright. Guys, what do you think want to load in this thing?
Does I kind of a stupid question for the DM. Is there anything I'm playing WoW too much? Does there things like whetstones that I could use to like give me like a +1 to damage? Does those exist in this world?
Not like in a one-to-one regard, but there are items that can be applied to weapons, usually magical things.
Okay, well, all right.
That can enchant stuff.
All right, never mind. All right.
But yeah, nothing as common as you might be thinking of.
Got it. All right. Well, maybe we should grab some snacks. It's gonna be cold, guys. I mean, I'm probably okay, but it gets a little bit chilly up there. Might want to grab some extra warm weather gear or blankets.
I got my sleeping robe. I think probably need some more blankets and stuff.
You'd be probably safe purchasing some more stuff like overcoats, mufflers, things of that nature.
Yeah, where can we get some of that?
Oh, Miss Raga, is there somewhere we can get outfitted?
You just need some warm weather gear.
Yes, if that would be acceptable.
I think I have a few things laying around. What do you need?
Well, for those of us who are not too pertained to the mountains, I could certainly use a warmer overcoat and perhaps a cloak.
And the rest of you?
Yes, that was some warm cloaks and something.
That works for me.
If you have any gloves, my hands get cold easy.
I'll see what I can do. Alright, we'll get this cart hooked up, and then we'll get you some clothes. And then you should be good. Alright, come on.
So.
She begins taking the horses outside to be carted. Teleporting horses. Sindri, are you helping Raga get everything set up?
I can help as best I can.
Let's see. Raga begins hitching up the horses. Here, why don't you all bring that cart out for me? Just drag it on out here. Open both of those doors. And give it a good old heave-ho.
What am I? Do I need to make a strength check or?
I need anybody who's helping on pushing that cart out to make me a strength save. Or an athletics check. Probably athletics.
Guidance.
Oh yeah.
Oh, alright, we got some strong lads in here today.
I just got back to the gym. I feel pretty swell. Yeah.
Alright, well that hits the threshold with some heaving and hawing and removing the little wooden brakes underneath the wheels. You lift up the very heavy and extremely rugged traveling cart and begin pushing it out towards Raga. It's a little creaky, but it'll do. Give me a moment. I will get a cart set up for you guys. You all have a few more minutes to gather up anything that you might need. Raga will bring you some blankets and cold weather gear, as well as the cart. You can discuss amongst yourselves if there's anything else you need. Otherwise, you will be off relatively soon.
I don't know about y'all, but living and bred in the mountain, not the best. Maybe we could get a little extra provisions, salted meat, things like that.
You want some of the leftovers of that mushroom beef from yesterday?
Yes, because I clearly need to remember how to get back there. Because if I get drunk off mushrooms, then I will find the source of the mushrooms. Amumu logic.
No, we don't need any of that.
I don't
Don't
need
give
any of
us-
that.
No.
We'll
All
be
right.
fine with our rations for the next couple of days.
Fine.
She's already helping us out with a cart, warm weather gear. We don't need to eat here out of house and home.
Let me make sure I got my cart size correct. Large
Cart size large.
Cart size large. Okay, this might be strange. Cart? No, it worked. Aha! It's so small. Hold on. I have to make the cart slightly larger.
Help Cartus?
Help Cardus? So he's gonna be a 3x3 lad. There, now that's a cart!
That is a motherfucking cart. 4
Good.
horses. We had like a 6-horse team.
It's sturdy, I told you it was sturdy!
Horse Team 6.
There you go, get in.
On the road again.
Okay,
Similar to
good.
Shrek.
And then let's make sure we've put your cold weather clothing here. Let's see, I think I have some cold weather. We'll get you five sets here. Just to make sure you don't freeze out there in Icir. I know being in the Arctic temperatures for too long can cause exhaustion, which can ultimately lead you to freezing to death. Boop. There you go. Why don't each of you pick up one of those sets of cold weather clothes and make sure you've got them close. Very good. Well, looks like you all are quite comfortable. Ready to go? Who is going to be, well, taking care of my horses?
I'll take on that responsibility.
All right, well, grab those reins and, I'll give them a little to get them going and a little, whoa, to get them to stop, so. They don't do any other tricks, just go and stop.
Montgomery takes hold of the reins, gives it a quick little whip to send a wave down to the horses. Come on now.
Why are my horses crooked? Oh, looks like I need to unfuck the horses. One moment.
Context.
There we
I
go.
think it's fine as is.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, Raga.
Montgomery,
Yes.
give me animal handling.
Guidance.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, thank you.
Montgomery, you handle the reins like a champ, and with you and your friends in the cart, you lead them down the path. Oh, don't you lose Foundry server connection on me, Foundry. I will punch you so hard. Braga waves goodbye to you as you all leave with the horses and cart in tow. Be safe. Bring everything back in one piece, hopefully. Ah, they're not coming back in one piece.
Bye, kids. Have fun storming the castle.
I as we're leaving, I make a connection, and like 2 minutes later, I'll respond and I go, I wouldn't put money on them coming back.
You just get the sending sigh back. And off you go over the Icir mountain pass. Now, there's always a chance that as you travel, you can come across some various dangers. Let's see how well you handle the rocky roads of Icir. Who would like to be our random encounter guinea pig?
Raffy.
Raffy.
Raffi. Raffaella, as danger always lurks around every corner in Arctis, you and your rumbling cart full of friends are making your way down the frozen roads of Icir, and the horses built for this weather seem to be taking to it without an issue. But as you turn to the mountains, the going becomes a little bit slower, but the horses plow on. I'm going to need you to roll me a d20. Now, before I have you do that, what are the rest of you doing as you travel across the roads of Icir?
I am going to be mentally preparing myself, practicing some spells.
I'm gonna be watching the roads on the, I guess, the right side of the cart, seeing anything come in that direction.
Fidgeting with my axe. I'm bored.
All right, Raffaella, as your friends are keeping careful watch, you may avoid most of the dangers of travel. I'm going to need you to roll a d20, and if you roll a 15 or above, you may have a random encounter. Go ahead and roll for me.
Gosh, okay. Oh,
The forge provides.
The forge.
good thing.
That's not a good thing. The 15 or higher.
I thought it
shit.
says above 15.
I said 15 or higher.
Damn it.
Higher.
He did say 15 or higher.
Ah,
God damn it, you
fine.
gotta help us out here.
Honesty is the best policy.
As your cart rumbles through the Icir Mountains, newfound dangers await. One moment, please.
Loading bad guys. Please wait.
Maybe I should roll, because I roll bad.
This is the one time we want the worst person to roll.
yeah, we should have picked Gim.
I didn't
For all
realize
we know,
rolling
this is
good.
when...
No.
Rolling good was going to get us into a fight.
Y'all picked me.
Yeah, I know. I know.
No,
That's why we
this is
picked you,
fine.
because you have good rolls. But we didn't
Look
think
at all
good
these
rolls were
people
going to get us
second guessing
further.
the dice gods.
The dice don't
That was
even
rolled
know.
for a reason.
The dice,
Yeah.
the dice
I
are
pray to-
weird.
I pray to one god, and it's the forge.
And that's why you get ones.
Yep.
That's why I blew off somebody's head.
One time he rolls good.
Forge has my back.
Once.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking you in the ass.
Yeah, well, let's see how that goes here in the next 20 minutes. See how you beat.
You doubt my faith in the forge?
No, I don't doubt your faith in the forge. I just believe in what I can see, what I can touch. Gods have never been there for me.
I'm going to set
Oh
you
my
on
God.
fire.
Just saying.
One moment,
You
please.
can feel this. You can touch it.
Whoa.
The sounds of the winter winds pick up as you begin traveling through the Icir Mountains. As towering spires of frozen ice, the Icir Mountains are a sight to behold. But their glimmering spires hold a host of secrets. And as your horses, with their ice-trimmed hooves, manage to pull the cart through the thickening snow with somewhat ease, as you begin to make your way up the worst of the mountain pass, you discover an unfortunate roadblock which causes your horses to pull up short. A massive tree has fallen in your path.
How big is the tree?
You can see it.
Okay.
It is about 50 feet long, 25 feet wide-ish, and as it's laying on the ground, is anywhere between 15 to 20 feet at the base. Going up, probably higher, because some sort of math, probably 30 feet at the base, slightly low over here. 15?
I ain't lifting this even with my strength.
It is an absolutely massive tree. What do you
Does it
do?
look like it fell over naturally?
You can't see from your position on the cart. You might have to get closer to take a better look.
Come on, we'll move. Let's go see.
All right, yeah, let's go see what we can get into.
Question for the DM.
Hmm?
Do we have infinite sight range?
It is light outside, so if it is not blocked by the tree, you can point it out.
Guys, just careful, there's an ogre to the south.
Ogre?
What
As Sindri points this out, as you peer through the trees to the south,
Oh. There is.
Huh.
chewing on the side of a mountain as if he's a hungry baby eating a gingerbread cottage, the ogre is taking massive rocks from the mountains in his fists and looking at them with some confusion. And he puts it in his mouth, and you hear the crunch of his teeth, grinding this rock into pebble round him. And like crumbs of the muffins that you ate earlier, little pieces of rock are scattered all around his feet.
How big is an ogre?
This ogre is about 15 feet tall.
I grab Gim and I pull him behind the roots to hide ourselves.
No, I don't let you grab me.
Fine, you stand outside and be seen.
The
Stop
loud
paying attention.
crunching of the ogre to the south sounds like small landslides going off.
Let's see the roots of this thing. Let's see. Did it fall over naturally? I want to check out, investigate the tree.
Make me an investigation check, please. A moo. Yep, trees fall all the time. Why is he looking at it like this? Gim, there's a significant amount of branches that are broken about 15 feet up on the tree. Judging by their proximity and how they look to be flattened, it looks like this tree was knocked over, presumably by the ogre to the south.
Hey guys, I think the ogre knocked over this tree. And I think it's gonna make a lot of noise us clearing out this tree. So either we find another path around, or we're gonna have to deal with this ogre.
The horses make nervous noises.
Monty, can you settle them for a sec?
Calm down now. Come on. There's no problem. Just stay with it.
I've got an idea.
Monty, make me an animal handling check. You soothe the horses, but you notice that they are nervous, presumably because they can smell the ogre on the wind. They paw at the ice nervously, wanting to get going.
So we could try to talk to the ogre.
It's eating rocks. I don't think he's gonna be talking.
If it's smart enough to lay a trap, it might be intelligent enough to have a conversation.
Do you think it laid a trap, or you think it just knocked over this tree because it's
Big booty bitch.
yeah. This tree just could have been in his way, but I don't know. If me and Amumu start chopping at this tree, he's gonna hear us. So if you want to go ahead and try to talk to him, go ahead. Either way, we're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna have to deal with the ogre.
Well, if he is angry, we're gonna know it quickly. So, do we want to take that risk?
I mean, as soon as me and Amumu start chopping at this tree, we're gonna get his attention.
So do it on our terms. Okay. I will cast a message at the ogre.
Okay. What do you say?
Hey, are you able to move this tree for us?
Who say that? Who say?
I'll send him another message. We're by the tree, I think. You knocked down.
Head talkie.
We're friends. Can you come help us move this tree?
Is Rock talkie? Rock?
He looks at the pebbles under him.
Do you want to just yell out?
Loud Rock! Be quiet! Thank you.
He picks up the rock and begins chewing on it again.
Well, I'm out of ideas. I can't see him anymore.
All right, Amumu. Let's start chopping at this tree.
All right.
I use my battle axe.
I also will use my axe.
Okay. It will require a significant amount of chopping to get through this tree, but Amumu, you have an axe, and Gim, you always have the right tool for the job, and so you summon up a sharp chopping axe. To get to it. Both of you can make me athletics checks with advantage as you assist each other with the chopping of the tree.
What was it? Athletics?
Athletics. Mumu with an 18, Gim with a 15, as you both lift your axes and bring it down upon the trunk of the tree with a very satisfying thunk, thunk. You look up to gauge the reaction of the rock-chewing ogre to the south. He seems to pause for a moment, and he looks around, rock in hand.
Friend? Rock? No talkie!
This is a bad idea, guys.
Rock, quiet!
We need to get through here, Mumu. There's no...
Fine. Come on, let's keep chopping. Let's hurry it up.
We go for another swing.
I'll guidance a Mumu if you want to guidance yourself, Gim.
Yep, I'll guidance myself.
Do I get to roll with advantage still?
Yes, you do.
And
Both of you
add
do.
1d4.
Ooh, good thing you did. See that one.
God.
Gim,
Add
give me another
1d4
one. Yeah, and
Mumu.
give me a 1d4, Mumu. Ooh, you guys are close. Another thonk. And a little bit of guidance. The rock chewer ogre stops chewing again.
I hear that. Who dare?
There we go again.
Okay.
Mm.
I cast message as they're doing this to try to give him disadvantage on his wisdom saving throw.
I will allow it. Go ahead.
So yeah, I'll just cast message and be like, "Why'd you leave me?"
Me, Rock, be quiet. Me find friend. Little birdie come out. Me friend.
But
Eat rock.
but I'm your friend.
Shut up, Rock. Dumb Rock. I eat you.
Insult
dogs.
friend?
He seems to be getting confused and annoyed.
How far are we through with these swings we've gotten? Like,
Your final set of swings breaks the tree in half with a loud crunch. But you hear from the south the ogre beginning to press through the trees furiously.
Man. Yeah, hear noise. Come out, little friend. Me no hurt. Me play.
we're gonna try to move the bottom half of the tree. Ready to move? Let's move this thing out of the way.
Why you leave friend?
What? Who say that? Get out of head.
What do we need to do to roll for this? Another athletics? What do we
I'm
do?
rock friend.
Athletics to push the tree aside enough to get the cart and the horses through.
Guidance.
Yeah, I guidance myself too already. So are we doing advantage still?
Yes, because you are helping each other. All right, as you both first work together to pick up the heaviest, the bottom part of the tree, pushing it aside.
Heading one.
The ogre begins looking at a nearby tree and gives it a little bit of a shake.
Birdie.
One more, and you have to move the top half of the tree, and you should be good to go.
Let's move the top half, so Moo.
Why do you hate rock?
With guidance.
I said be quiet, Rock. You talk too much.
But
Moo,
rock
you have to
friend.
roll.
Amumu, one more athletics check with advantage.
Sorry.
The tree slides aside. You now have enough room to get your cart and your friends through.
I think we should hightail it out of here.
Yep, everyone in the cart. Let's go. In the cart. Let's go.
Rock, why you so bad today?
Monty, the horses seem very reticent to continue forward with the smell of the ogre so strong. Roll me animal handling.
Guidance.
Can he get double guidance?
No.
Okay.
Montgomery has just enough to get the horses to slowly begin to move forward. As they get the cart over where the tree was, the ogre that you see is currently staring at the mountain, arguing with it, calling it loud and annoying.
As we go by, I'm going to cast message and be like, but rock friend. Why hurt friend?
I eat you. You know, talk.
I talk, just never listen.
I listen all time. We always together. You never open up to me.
Because you eat me.
So hungry, Rock. So tasty.
But eat friend.
Lord.
How? But I eat rock.
Montgomery, the horses now see the ogre, and refuse to keep moving. Make me another animal handling check. Your DC is 16.
Someone help him.
I give him guidance.
Yeah. Okay, here I'll go help. Here I'm coming. I'll deal with the animals. I got a +4 to animal handling.
Would that give Montgomery advantage?
It would. Montgomery, roll one more time. You and Amumu begin to take the reins, trying to usher the frightened horses onward. As the rock chewer ogre argues with the mountain.
I also have good animal handling. Can I help with that too?
As you all begin to grab the reins, yeah, go ahead. Those horses are not moving.
Just want to point out it was Gim's guidance that gave me the one.
Gim, with everybody, give me the reins. No, give me the reins. No, give me the reins. You push them all aside and grab the reins. The horses are frightened. What do you say to them to get them to go?
That's right, boys. It's time to get out of here. Let's go. The forge has you.
Steeled by Gim's presence, the horses move onwards. You guys are all gonna shift slightly. Sorry. It's not very good about keeping position. There we go.
I am still ruining this ogre's day.
I'm glad we didn't have to fight that.
This direction.
We talk more often. Now you quiet? Why clam up?
I still talk.
Oh,
Are you going to promise to not eat anymore?
no! You're so tasty!
He peels off another piece of rock and jams it in his mouth.
I can't help it! I'm sorry!
The last message I send to him is me crying out, and then I ignore him.
You all make it through the snowy pass without having to engage the ogre.
Well done.
One moment, please.
Oh, I inflicted emotional damage on that one.
He's never going to recover.
The last message he gets from his friend is him screaming in pain.
No! Why?
You just traumatized this ogre.
Okay, would you rather him be traumatized or dead? Because that was the only two ways out of that.
No, this is me talking to you, not in the game. Yeah, it's like, I don't care, it's funny. I'm just glad we didn't
Like-
have to fight that.
All right, one moment, please. Just getting set up.
Hey, Nadina, can I just go AFK 1 minute? My dogs are screaming to be fed.
This is a
Sorry.
great time for everybody to go AFK when we take a
Thank
quick
you.
5-minute break. I'll see you all at 51. Sound good?
Okay, I'll be back.
We have an Inamumu back yet?
And Amumu is back. Sorry.
Excellent.
Excellent, Smithers.
Let us continue.
I
Hey,
haven't heard Montgomery.
would
I said I was back.
Oh, did you? Okay, I didn't hear you.
would that ogre have counted as a quote-unquote giant?
I would have to go check. Hold on.
No, it's okay. Here,
No, I'm
we
actually curious.
continue.
I'm gonna go look. I could actually do that really quick. He would be a giant.
Oh man, if we had gotten a fight, my giant slater battle axe, I get 2d6 extra damage, and he has to make a DC 15 strength saving throw, or he goes prone every time I hit him.
And he might have killed us all.
I missed out. Oh well, onward for adventure.
I mean, that's, the downside of the giant slaying great axe is you have to, face a giant.
That's true, but quite frankly, telling the dude to almost literally eat rocks was probably the best thing. So, all right, we can continue.
As Sindri has distracted the ogre sufficiently, you all have gotten over the tree that had fallen in your path of the cart, and with the rest of you ushering the horses on through their fear and the smell of the rock-chewing ogre, you make it over the Icir Pass with the careful guidance of Amumu. However, night falls and it grows very, very cold here in Icir, and although the snow has slowed slightly, you are still in a snow-packed grove, with cliffs to the north and the south, and very little room to maneuver. The darkness has made it such that it is hard for some of you to see unless one of you causes light. The horses cannot see in the dark. Stop moving.
I will cast light on myself and stand near the front of the...
Sindri, I believe you can right-click yourself to bring up the menu, and if you see the little fire icon, click that for me. It might be in the top left. Perfect. Instant light. As Sindri casts light upon the area, the horses and look around with interest, and seeing, well, nothing in their immediate vicinity, will begin plodding forward once again.
Yeah, let's start going down the hill, guys.
Do you continue?
Yes, we keep going.
Okay.
But I think we'll probably have to find a place to go for the night.
Do we have any idea of where we are in relation to the camp?
You have not seen any landmarks yet. But Amumu will tell you with confidence that you are at least over the mountain pass.
What she said.
Alright. Do you think we should find a Mumu? Think you can find us a place to camp out for the night?
Yeah, I'll hop off and trudge forward a little bit carefully.
Guidance.
There are a couple walls near you, Amumu, so if you can't move in that direction, you may have to move in a different one.
Stupid invisible walls.
All right,
Gang rhymes.
I have a few questions. What I can
Sure.
see. How deep is the snow that I'm standing in?
Good question.
Does it hinder me in my movement in any way?
As a Goliath, no. You are a master of the snow.
Cool. What about the cart and the horses and the other normal people?
There's a bit of a flat path that they're on, where the snow is only about 4 inches high, but where you are, Mumu, trudging away from the white areas, it's a little bit deeper. I'd say about 2.5 feet, coming up to just short of your knee.
God. All right, guys, just stay close. It's just pretty dark. I don't even know if there's any cliffs or anything. I'd like to look at what? Sorry, I'm push to talk and doing this. Is this like a cliff face and like this is like falling off the edge, or?
It is. So, from your perspective, this is a. I'm sorry. Let me ping. So this is like a cliff edge, and this from here slopes up to under this very, very large tree. But it is a very steep slope, and would require an athletics check. Climb up the snowbank. This is bare-faced rock that goes upwards, again towards the same direction. Then to the south, slightly out of your line of sight, Amumu.
Alright. I think I see something up ahead.
You want the cart to follow you, Amumu?
Yeah, guys, we're gonna go straight along this path. Careful, there's look, like it falls off. The snow makes it hard to see. So just keep following me.
Yeah, we'll follow you step by step. Just lead us where we need to go. We're gonna stay on the light stuff. If you're gonna stay in the deep stuff.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Stay here. Hey, hold on a second. I see something up ahead.
Describe it to your party, Mumu.
All right, I see a cart. Looks like it's empty. Snow's covering it, so it's been out here a hot minute. And
you need the light?
No. That'll alert anything to our presence. I see
I whisper into Amumu's head, do you need me to turn off my light?
Yeah, let's no, because I may not be able to see anymore. Just I don't know if they see me. At this point I kind of get down to one knee, try to get level kind of in the snow to kind of conceal myself.
I'm pretty sure they could see us, Amumu.
Yeah, we got something up ahead.
I mean, it's dark as night, and we got a blaring light, so they know we're here. Whatever you're looking at.
All right. Well then.
Mumu, make me a perception check. I'm actually not sure why you can see that, Gnoll. He should be behind terrain, but make me a perception check. You see just the barest hint of the gnoll's snout peek from around the corner. And you do indeed see that gnoll to the very west. He seems to be eyeballing the light that is emanating from Sindri, and he goes back, hiding himself amongst the rocks.
Alright, guys, I definitely saw a gnoll. He definitely saw the light. I think we should douse the light, but be very careful. And everybody unass from the cart and proceed on foot right now. Let's tie the horses to like a tree.
What are you suggesting? We go fight these gnolls in the dark?
Well, we're basically advertising ourselves with this giant light, and they're over in this direction.
Mumu, make me a perception check. You hear the echoing yips and light hyena-like laughter of the gnolls, hidden amongst the cliffs and trees.
Does that perception give me high enough to determine about plus or minus how many there are?
You can hear with a 15 at least 2.
Okay. Guys, I can count at least 2 over there a bit. I don't know if they see us. They seem to just be doing their thing. Gim, you got any bright ideas? How do you want to handle this?
Well, they know we're over here, and we know they're over there. And I know those usually don't run around in pairs. We can go try to sneak over there. I can see in the dark, or maybe Montgomery can try to sneak over there in something, wash shape into something to scout out. Because I don't know if Raffi or Sindri can see in the dark. I know Sindri can't. I don't think Raffi can.
I can.
I know Raffi and I can see in the dark. But I'm not very good at sneaking.
Yeah, well, neither am I.
Mumu, an arrow falls into the snow near your feet.
Get down, get back. Get back, guys. We just got shot at. Oh, they know we're fucking here. Oh, I got another one.
If they're shooting arrows at you, get out of there. Come back to the car.
I'm moving.
Just don't stand by the horses.
So they can't. They're shooting straight down that thing, and this is a big hill to our left. We might have to get up the top of this hill. I want to climb this hill.
Make me an athletics check, Gim. All right, Gim. You begin to dig into the snow and shimmy your way up the side. Manage to make your way up there.
So this is the top right here, like by the tree.
That is the top of the cliff area. The tree is very thick and full. If you wish to move through the tree, I will have to move you. But you can move around to up until you hit the branches.
Okay. So I see that cart you were looking at. Can I sneak to, like, right there? You see what I'm...
Yeah, I can see it. Make me a stealth check. All right. Gim, you sneakily move your way to the edge of the cliff. Make me a perception check, Gim. You see a gnoll peek his head out from the south. He's hiding around a boulder.
Okay.
And he levels his longbow at you. Hits the cliff under you with a twing.
Alright, so he's... I see where he is. I want to go into the trees area.
Okay. Gim, as you push through the branches and the trees, this is all difficult terrain, but you can see as you push through another gnoll hunter lying in wait. He's crouched down, longbow in hand, awaiting anything he can spot, but he does not see you or hear you coming, Gim.
Alright, I'm gonna go back towards my party, like over here.
Okay. Move you back.
Hey guys, there's two gnoll hunters on the other side of these trees. There's one waiting for us to come around this bend. There's a cart at the bottom of this cliff area. And across from that, there's a boulder where a gnoll keeps poking his head out and taking pot shots at us.
Well, that's no fun.
I don't think he can hit us if we all sneak through the trees up here and pounce on this gnoll that's up here at the top of the road.
We have to climb up?
I would climb up this hill.
Okay. Alright,
It might give some of you casters some advantage to blast them from afar, too.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm moving behind the cart and gonna go reposition near Gim.
I'm going back into the trees.
It won't let me.
I will... If you are moving into the trees area, you will require a stealth check in order to not rustle the branches and make a ruckus as you move through. Raffaella begins to fucking stomp her way through the trees. Crunch, crunch,
Guidance.
crunch, crunch. Raffaella, roll a 1d4. Oof. One moment, please. As Raffaella makes quite the ruckus moving through the trees, Sindri's guidance may just save you from the gnoll that hears you up there. One moment. He does not hear you. Raffaella, barely saved.
Ooh.
As you all push through the branches quietly, I will move you into the trees.
Oh, sorry, I moved myself. Apologies.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're totally fine. Monty, make me an athletics check to get up the hill.
Sure.
Okay.
It's Chad.
Skitter,
Yeah,
skitter.
buddy. Harness the power of the spider.
The gnoll hunter does not see you coming.
Rafi, can you see him?
Oh yeah.
How far is that? Is that 65 feet? Are we gonna have to make a stealth check every time we try to move closer to him?
It will require a harder stealth check once you get closer to him. But right now, he does not notice you. Depends on how close you get to him.
Do you just want me to light him up? Is that what you want?
No, I don't want you to nuke this thing.
Shoot. So I have this wand right here. They show
I
it
know.
to him.
Say-
I'm like, come on.
I know you have your gnoll slaying wand, but all these gnolls aren't bad. They're under control of Scylla.
Oh yeah.
But I think we should get closer, because maybe Montgomery can restrain him, or we're gonna have to kill him. I don't know. Maybe get closer so that we can let the other caster shoot him. All right, Sindri, about 70 feet from where I am to the west, there's a gnoll. So I think we get a little closer, then I'm gonna put cast guiding bolt on him.
Yeah, until I can see him, I can't do anything.
Yeah. So all right. So let's all move a little closer.
Go
So
ahead.
is it like it's difficult terrain, so half movement.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have to move your full movement either. Just keep it in mind as you're shuffling along.
Can I get a assistication?
Yes. Win. I will also
Alright.
move you just in case.
Do we need to do a
now
stealth
I can
check?
see him.
Not yet.
Can you see him, Monty?
Not entirely sure. I'll find out.
All right,
I'm pinging where he is.
I'm casting guiding bolt.
All right. He does not see you coming. Let's see it.
Is that with advantage or just normal?
It would be with advantage.
Okay, I'm also giving myself guidance.
Okay. Gim rips the guiding bolt out from the cove of trees, and a rocketing burst of light shoots forward, hitting the gnoll hunter square in the chest. The gnoll cries out as he erupts in a bolt of blinding light, and he looks towards the offending trees. I need everybody to roll initiative for me. That hurt! The gnolls roll for initiative.
That's a lot of no's.
What? Who did that? Get them! Get them! They're in the trees!
starting the round as the gnoll cries out for help. The other gnolls join the initiative.
Where the hell are you?
He will double move.
What? What happened? Why are you burning? They're in the trees! What? Where?
The gnoll hunter pokes out from behind the rock to the north and looks around for everybody.
What? I don't see anything! What? They're in the trees! Clearly! That way! What? I don't see them.
Sindri, you're up.
Okay. Now I am going to target him. I'm going to do an insight check.
What would you like to know?
Weaknesses.
He's not weak to anything.
In that case, I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Ooh, alright. Raphael had the lowest stealth roll out of all you guys, so I just need to double check that was a 10. Okay. Alright, roll the damage. And then will make a wisdom save. As he clutches his head.
What is the noise?
And he falls to the ground, screeching.
That looks like a blood splatter.
Yeah,
It is.
Where he fell.
It is. Do you like that?
That's cool.
Can I change up what I did just a little bit? Not doing the damage or anything. I wanted to cast it subtly so that the other gnoll wouldn't hear us.
That's fine. But the gnoll does hear the other gnoll, so you can definitely cast a
yes.
spell. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but that way they don't know where we are.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Or
you will
hopefully
still
less.
cause them to proc a perception check rather than just see you outright. That's very smart, Sindri. Does that end your round?
And I am just going to move. I'm going to move here. And that'll be my turn.
Where my banger? There we go.
Oh, and it even shows you where you were at the
Yep.
end of your... That's great.
Sure does.
Hey, guys.
Gim, you're up. Reminder, you are in difficult terrain.
There is another gnoll about 60 yards behind where we just killed that one. And then the other one is about the rocks down to the south. That's pretty far. So be careful, Sindri. He's got a bow.
Yeah,
You hear in your
help!
head. Thanks for letting me know.
Alright, I can see him, right? Because I see him in the shadows.
You can.
I want to do an insight on him.
Go ahead. Let's see. What would you like to know?
How much health does this guy have?
One moment. There you go. The gnoll looks healthy, undamaged,
Alright, I guess.
focused, flourishing.
Let's see how far. That's two. Can't reach him with this. Alright. just gonna. I want to save a spell. Sacred Flame, in case he gets in range. Can I do that, right?
You can hold action. Yeah, you sure can.
I'm holding an action. I'm gonna hold a Sacred Flame, ready to cast.
What's your range on Sacred Flame?
60 feet.
He is 75. Sounds good. That's 75. Can I read that correctly? Yeah. Okay. All right. You will hold your action.
And I thank the forge, and then I end my turn.
Next up, the Gnoll Hunter.
Ah, where are they? They're in the trees, you idiot.
He looks around for a valid target.
Okay. See them. Aha!
Let's see. Gim, your stealth check was, and I'm scrolling up, an 18. Let's see if he sees you. He does not.
Where the fuck?
He will double move and sneak closer to the cart. And he will bonus action hide. Okay. He hides. Amumu, you're up.
Okay. He does not see me, so I'm going to... Well, actually, I'd like to make a perception check, because he was talking to his buddies and the other guy who said they're in the trees. I want to know if I can be able to hear where that kind of came from.
You would need to beat a 20. Go ahead.
Oh, fuck.
You have no idea where he went.
Oh, all right then. Okay, I'm going to sneak up and get to roughly... Is like right where I'm clicking. Is that pretty much the edge of like the concealed area?
Let me see. Yeah, basically right where the Gnoll Hunter is. But remember, you're in difficult terrain, so double move. Every square counts for 2.
So it'd be like a normal move for you.
Yeah, no. I thought I don't get that. Hold on one second. Let me make sure.
I mean, we're in the bushes. We're not like on the side of a mountain.
Unless he has some special ability, but feel free, and if you've got something, let me know.
Yeah, no, I thought that my powerful build or mountain born would not allow me to get it, but I guess not. Okay, alright.
As you move through the bushes, you are hampered by all the branches and sticks as you push through noisily.
Alright, so I'm able to move 20 feet right there. Try to move closer. And I am going to hold my action.
What are the requirements for trigger?
You know what? I do not know, so I guess...
Is it you have to have some sort of, like, I hold my action until X does blank.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action until one of the Gnoll Hunters enters melee range of me.
Oh, you will be waiting a very long time, sir.
Well, alright. Other than that, I've already done my insight check, so that'll be completing my turn.
Montgomery, you're up. You are in difficult terrain. You are currently concealed.
And I currently can't make a horse's hair out of a haystack right now.
Yeah, it's fucking dark. As you go through a dark forest in the snow, you cannot see.
So, slightly concerned, I'm going to shuffle back and take a look at the horses. And just make sure everything's okay over there.
The horses seem nervous, but fine.
Could I do a perception check to see if I discover anything over in that area?
Go ahead.
I gotta find the perception button.
You do not see anything lurking in the trees.
Everything seems clear in the back. I would say hold an action, but I have no idea what I would hold, so I'm done.
Raffaella.
Okay.
You are currently concealed. You are in difficult terrain.
Okay, I just need to see how far Eldritch Blast goes. 120 feet. Okay, I'm good.
Oh, Lord.
I thought it was. Yeah, it's a
Holy
ways.
shit.
Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Just want to know how far.
It's the ruler.
Yeah, it keeps making me do a template. I think.
Because you're not on the right ruler. You're on the template button. Go back to your token controls and then use the ruler under token
there it
controls.
is. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's what you saw me doing earlier, like an idiot.
Yeah, just making templates. Yeah. There you go. So you can see how far that is. 90 feet?
God, okay, it's so little. Like the between me and him, I have to
I know.
zoomed so far out,
So-
and I'm like, oh my god, those numbers are wee.
I just pushed it up against the screen and I had to like zoom in. 90 feet, yeah.
Okay, I'm good. Sorry.
Oh god. Here it comes. The classic. Raffaella mutters words of magic. And the Eldritch Blast goes launching through the trees. It hits the rock next to the Gnoll Hunter, and he goes, ah! Raffaella, that required a verbal component. And so your location is now known to the Gnolls.
Okay, I'm gonna move back, or over here, just a little.
Reminder, it's difficult terrain. Every square is 2. Or double move. You push through the branches. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Actually, I want to do an insight on him.
Oh, sure, I'll allow it. No.
Okay, I'm gonna go finish peeing behind the tree.
Very good. Right, Mumu, you just moved through the trees. You did not do anything. You held your action, so you are still concealed. Your stealth check, Mumu, was... I'm rolling, scrolling. What was your stealth check?
I didn't make a stealth check. I only made a stealth check over there when we first started, so I'll make another one if you want.
No, I don't. I do not want that at all.
Oh, please.
There's one. The plump one in the trees.
Who the fuck you calling plump there, chunky boy?
The arrow goes flying into the trees, hitting the cliff near your face, Amumu. Tink! The second one, however, finds home. An arrow strikes you solidly in the shoulder, Amumu. And the gnoll chitters and repositions into a slightly better spot. Next up, another gnoll hunter, the one in the trees. That was, almost the target for Raffaella's Eldritch Blast. Oh, that's not one he has. He levels his longbow at Raffaella and blanks? Blank? Not lag. What's your armor class? Oh, that does hit. 11. The gnoll hunter pulls his longbow, leveling it the place where he saw the Eldritch Blast come through the trees, hitting Raffaella rather squarely in the shoulder. Oh, I guess the VTT is lagging. I will remove 7 hit points from Raffaella. And he will do it again! Oh, it's because the wall is there. That's why. Okay. Raffaella, 2 quick strikes with the arrow, one scraping by your shoulder, the other one landing solidly in it. You are more wounded for the wear than the gnoll you were trying to hit. And he will reposition back behind the rock. Sindri, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna take 5-foot step and I'm going to hold my action till I can see someone within 60 feet of me.
Okay, good. Gim, you're up.
The forge.
You are in difficult terrain. You are concealed.
Well, I think my mouse is fucking up.
Hi, Daddy. Yeah, it's come to say hi. Hi, buddy. What? Yeah, don't be a monster. Come up here. Yeah, on the big love sack behind me. Yes. We in the Reflection crew love sacks. Is that right, Raffaella?
Oh, yeah.
Sindri, I see a gnoll to the south. About 70 feet southwest.
You hear in your head, thank you.
I want to do insight check on this one.
Go ahead. I don't know why my longbow image is broken, but it's driving me fucking nuts. What would you like to know?
This healthy boy.
A healthy boy to the south. Very good. One moment.
I know there's a third one out here somewhere to the west. Or, yeah. I want to hold my spell.
Until you see a gnoll?
Yep.
Alright.
Because I have to choose a specific spell or just hold
You
my
do.
spell?
You can, you have to specify what spell. Like, you hold your action until, you cast Guiding Bolt until, you cast a Guiding Bolt the first time you see a dude.
I'm holding Toll of the Dead.
Toll of the Dead! Alright, very good.
And I thank the Forge.
Next up, a gnoll hunter that has been lying in stealth. Looks for a new target. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sindri.
Yep.
You have not done anything to make yourself seen. You, silent cast your dissonant whispers?
Yep.
All right, what was your stealth check? What am I looking to beat here? I'm scrolling.
I think it was a
13. 13. All right. Let's see what he does. He does not see you. He will move back. And will instead shoot Gim. Sinter, you barely escape death. Gim, you did not see this one. And his first attack will be with advantage from hidden. The gnoll hiding behind the cart rolls to the side and draws his bow. The arrow solidly hitting Gim, and you hear the thunk through the plate. The second one flying into the trees. Gim, your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of your next turn.
Can't he now cast his spell at him?
Oh yeah, he can. Go ahead. Makes a wisdom save. As it hears the bells, and he sticks his fingers in his ears. No. He makes his save.
Oh, Moo, there's one by this cart down by the hill.
He will bonus action hide. And he attempts to slink into the shadows. Amumu, you're up.
Alright, I am... Do I see this guy hiding under the... No, I guess I don't. He's still hiding to the south, right?
You think you saw him go behind the cart, but you have no idea where he is from there.
Yeah, I can't even see anybody, but... Alright, I can move 20.
He is, right now, since he hid, he is purposefully invisible. If you want to see him, you have to make a perception check. If you make a perception check and he is not in your line of sight, you automatically fail.
Alright, well, yeah, he's not in my line of sight, so I'm gonna go ahead and move the 20 feet that I can move.
If you can't move there, just ping where you want to go. Here?
Yeah, it collides, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just move you. Amumu, you press through the trees and emerge on the other side. There are a significant amount of large boulders, and presumably hiding gnolls.
Alright, well that's my movement action. Hold on. I gotta choose a different button for push it up. This gnoll right here to my south, he's basically out in the open, right?
He is.
Okay. This one that I, for some reason, can see, I don't know why, but he's hidden behind a rock, so I can't see him, correct?
That is correct.
Alright, cool. Alright, I am going to... Hold on, let me measure. What was that, 7? It's really... The font is really small for some reason for me.
Just scroll it. Use your mouse wheel. That's,
Okay, 70 feet.
70
okay,
feet?
Got it.
Yep.
I am going to do an insight check on... Actually, no. I'm gonna go ahead and attack on this one. 1 second. Alright, here we go.
Come here, little Goliath.
What you doing, Mumu?
Forgot I had to...
Javelin. You are gonna lob that with a disadvantage. He is very far away.
It's just that 30/120 feet. Is that like the min
So 120,
max?
yes, it's min max, and if you're between the 30 and 120, you throw at disadvantage. Anything past 120 is just straight up not possible.
Alright, well, I gotta do this somehow. YOLO swaggins, bitches.
YOLO swaggins.
I click disadvantage. Oh, there it goes. Oh, dear God.
You launch the javelin into the trees. There it goes. And it's gone, one with the branches.
Alright, well, I saw...
And he's behind a rock.
Over here. Yeah, I saw him. I would like to... Can I do an intimidation?
You cannot see him. So no.
Alright, well, can I intimidate out to that general area?
Sure, you can yell in that direction. What do you say?
Hold on, I gotta come up with a banger. I hate being put on the spot.
Channel your inner Unga Bunga. You can just roar. Just ah!
Come out here and face me, you furry ass bitch.
Wow.
There we go.
You just hear
that's yeah.
Montgomery, you're up. You are concealed. The gnolls do not seem to notice you yet.
Upon hearing the kerfuffle back behind me to my right, I turn to Raffaella and say, in a second, when I become a lizard, I want you to hop on, and I'll get us over to where our friends are.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh.
That was a sentence. I'm sorry.
Ride my lizard and everything will be all right.
Let's go.
I approve.
Montgomery then channels into his true nature of his being and transforms into a giant lizard to help navigate this difficult terrain.
Right, wild shape or polymorph?
Wild shape.
Yes, sir. And indeed, Montgomery, you become a giant lizard. Your body shifting. Your giant lizard form is presumably red. I only have a green one, so I apologize, but...
I can't feel the difference, you're fine.
Montgomery, the snow is bitingly cold, and the more time you spend in your giant lizard form, the slower you will become.
Yes, I also need to have my 30 feet of dark vision.
Oh, does giant lizard have dark vision?
Giant lizard has dark vision.
I will... Oh, since you have it... Hold on, let me fix your token. I'm going to go to your vision. I'm going to vision enabled. Yes. Vision range 30 in darkness. Dark vision update. There you go. How's that?
Right. That's perfect. I'm going to hold my movement until Raffi jumps onto my back and we ride into victory.
On his back. Let's
Wait,
go.
Raffi, it's not your turn yet, Raffi.
Oh, shoot. I thought I could just go.
Soon TM. Soon TM.
You wait for your 6 seconds. My 6 seconds haven't finished yet. Montgomery then shuffles forward in lizard form and waits patiently for Raffi.
Raffaella, you're up.
Well, I want to ride the lizard.
You want to get on the lizard?
I'm on there. I don't know. I don't think I want to be on his head. That's
You could choose a square. He's a here. Hold on. Let me make his girth larger. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
His scale probably like 1.5. There we go.
Oh, I'm a thick lizard now.
There you go. So you can sit on his head, his leg, his tail, wherever you want to sit.
I'm on his neck. Let's go.
Raphael, what else are you doing with your turn? You have only moved 5 feet. If you move off the lizard, you will be moving off the lizard.
Yeah, I'm not moving off the lizard.
Just Raphael gets on. Charge! Montgomery, you are the mount, so you move on your turn.
Oh, I said I was holding the movement for when
You can't hold move.
Dang it!
No, but you can move as your action. So you can take the dash.
He used his action to turn into a lizard.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my spell until we get out of these trees.
Okay.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Round 3. Next up, the Gnoll Hunter to the south. Seeing a Moo as potentially easy pickings, he levels his bow once again at the Goliath. The arrow flying through the air, making contact with a Moo. Sinking into your leathers, Amumu, you take 6 piercing damage, and he knocks another arrow. That went flying into the trees. And he will hide behind the rock. He will bonus action hide. And attempt to disappear from sight. Next up, a Gnoll Hunter to the north. Peeks out from behind the rock. Did anybody have any held actions that may be firing now that the Gnoll Hunter is visible?
I used mine on the other one.
Very well. Amumu, you are loud, and the Gnoll Hunter is very aware of your presence. Arrows fly through the air towards Amumu. Oh, stop! Please stop lagging! Please, VTT, be kind. He knocks another arrow after the first one connects. Mumu, I don't know why that's not reading properly. Oh, your armor class is 13, so that does hit.
Mm-hmm. Shit's starting to hurt, fellas.
Probably start raging.
If I don't attack them, I rage.
If you get hit, it still continues.
It still continues? Fine, yeah.
And he attempts to hide out of sight. Sindri, you're up.
Okay, I just want some clarification.
Sure.
Are we on top of the hill?
Yes.
Okay,
You are
so...
a higher elevation.
Okay, because I can't see here, but if I'm a higher elevation, I would be able to see it?
Not at the... It's tilted to the point where you cannot see, like, directly adjacent to the cart.
Okay. Yeah, could I see in the cart? Because I can't
it's tilted away from you.
Okay.
So you see the axles.
Ah, okay. In that case... I'm gonna do something stupid.
Yeah.
I am going to... subtle spell mage armor, which lets me teleport. I didn't have myself selected.
Yeah, make sure you get the mage armor buff. There you go. We love to see it. Your armor class goes up to, 13 plus your dex mod.
Yeah.
15.
So now I can teleport 30 feet with my astral shard.
Hell yeah. Where do you want to go? Ping and I'll put you there.
I think I'm gonna go right there.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay. Meow.
Which there was the guy right here.
Make me a perception check with advantage. there's a gnoll here. Cowering behind the cart, looking around the corner, he does not seem to notice you.
Then I'm going to quicken, which I should have quickened. Instead of subtle, can I quicken the mage armor?
Sure. That's fair.
That just, yeah. As if I was jumping out anyway. And then I'm going to light this guy up with a firebolt.
Okay.
Would it be advantage because he doesn't see me?
Wait, did you subtle spell the first one? No? Then he would notice you if you didn't subtle it. Because he would hear you.
If I subtled it,
then he would not hear you.
Okay, so I will subtle it, and then I'll quicken this one.
Okay. A firebolt goes raging into his back. And he gets knocked forward slightly as he turns and whirls around at you.
What? How did you see me? I'll kill you.
Surprise, motherfucker. And then because I still have my movement, I am going to where do I want to go? I will duck over here.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Gim, you're up.
All this confounded woods coming out of the woods.
Coming out of my woods, and I've been doing just fine. I will need to move you, so let me know where you'd like to go. I'll just need to move you out of the trees.
Is one more south out of the trees?
It is.
Okay. Yeah, one more south out of the trees.
Okay. You are officially out of the trees and out of cover.
I know you're back there, you stinking gnoll. How much movement do I have left?
You started here, and this is double move, so this is 10, 20, 25. So you've used 25.
One more. Can I see him? I see the name. I can't tell if I actually can see him or not.
He has 3/4 cover on you, but you do see his shoulder. Sindri cast a firebolt on him. So he's burning slightly.
So I can't see him, but I only get. I mean, what would it be like disadvantage?
He would have a modifier to his AC.
Use Toll the Dead.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, Toll the Dead doesn't affect it.
Smart move. All right, let's see it.
It says Gim's target is blocked by the wall.
Go ahead. I'll allow it. I'll move him slightly. The gnoll attempts to make a wisdom save to resist the sound of the dolorous bells.
You will need to do 2d12, Gim. Oh, never mind.
However, it is enough as the sound rings through the air. The gnoll claps his hands to his head and falls to the ground.
Confounded gnolls. I thank you again, the Forge.
The Forge is thanked.
And I am done.
Amumu, you're up. The gnolls seem
All right.
content just plinking you in the trees.
Well, They pissed me off. As I looked down at the 3+ arrows in my armor, I raged the fuck out because I'm pissed off.
All right, you gonna rage?
Yeah, we are going to move toward. God, this is gonna be stupid and probably gonna fail. I still can't see this fucker. Alright, I can't see him. I can't even make a perception check. Well, hold on. Yeah, I don't see any of them. God damn. Alright. I raged into an open field. This is
You should ready your action to throw a javelin when you see him.
Yeah? Alright, I will hold my action with a javelin if he comes within 30 feet of me. And that will end my turn.
I would do just if you see him. Because you know he's within range, and then you'll keep your rage going regardless.
Roger. I was counting on him actually taking a pot shot and hitting me. Alright, I will do that. Thank you, and that will end my turn.
Montgomery, you're up. You're a lizard. You have a rider. You're in difficult terrain. You will hit Raphael's face on every branch on the way out.
But I am a giant lizard with spider climb. So my dash was going to move us.
Oh my god. All right. I will move Raffi after you are done with your movement. If you ping where you want to go, I will move you both at the same time. Lord, he dashing. Reminder, it's difficult terrain until you get out of the trees.
Does spider climb help with difficult terrain?
Is it a hold on, let me look at your lizardness.
Your lizardness.
I don't see where is it? Does giant lizard not have spider climb?
No, there's variant traits for the giant lizard. That's what I was reading.
Oh, I don't think he doesn't have spider climb that I see. Hold on, let me just look at spider climb. Hold on, spider. Hold on. Difficult. You can climb difficult surfaces upside down without needing to make an ability check. I will let you climb through the trees, if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay, scamper. Where are we going? I'll move you both. Or Raphael, left behind. Boop.
Raphaela was simply launched up above the branches to be called later on the ride through.
I was stuck in the matrix. It's fine.
So we have 30 more feet to go. I'm thinking we... So we're going to shimmy...
I may have to get you out of the trees.
Ah, I see a gnoll hunter. Well, I know it is time for it. Raffi, do you see the gnoll hunter?
She does not.
No.
They're both behind rocks.
So I'm just watching.
I'm stuck.
Yeah. You need to tell me where you need to go.
I would like to shimmy here, please.
Yeah, out of the tree line, because I made the tree line difficult terrain, so you know when you've hit the end of it. There you go.
So I'm just watching Raffi fly out of the woods on the back of a lizard.
Yep. Raffaele comes careening out of the trees on the back of a massive lizard.
She has a big smile on her face. She's having fun.
Like,
And with my action being used to dash, I will end my turn next to Gim.
100% know that.
Raffaella, you're up. You're on the back of a giant lizard.
Okay. I can't see any of the dudes.
Mumu seems to think they're hiding behind these rocks.
Yeah, I can't do anything right now. I'm still holding an action for when I see them.
Very good. Top of the round. Round 4. The Gnoll Hunters, hiding in silence. They're trying to be very careful to avoid getting plinked unnecessarily. Sindri, make me a perception check. Sindri, you do not see the gnoll to the south come creeping back around the underside of the rock. You will be able to use your held action, if you had one, after the gnoll's action resolves.
Nope, I do not have one.
All right. Out of the shadows, he lets loose an arrow. Ooh, just getting by your mage armor. But the second attack will not be with advantage, as he knocks another arrow at Sindri. Thanks to your mage armor, this one goes ricocheting into the cliff behind you. He will move back behind the rock and attempt to hide. Oh. And he was never seen again.
Ninja vanish.
Next up, a Gnoll Hunter. Sneaking. A Mumu, make me a perception check.
Oh, thank you, Forge.
Then this gnoll comes creeping from around the corner. Amumu, did you have any held actions?
I did. As soon as I saw him, I'd have a javelin ready for his beady little fucking eyes.
Well, target him and lob that javelin. I don't know why it is having problems with you today, but an 11 will miss.
All right. Well, I get to keep my rage, so I'm happy with this.
The Gnoll Hunter seems shocked that you are there, Amumu.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Let's see. And he will brandish a spear, coming towards you in melee range. Stabbing and thrusting forward. Amumu, you are raging, so you're only taking half damage from this. But he stabs you once in the thigh, and the other in the shoulder. Raffaella, I know you had a held action as well.
Yep.
Go ahead. Oh God. Here it comes!
Oh, for
Not a good
love
day
of Pete.
for... actually, a 14 will hit. Roll damage for
gosh.
me. I don't know why it's
thank
bugging
you.
out. For 10
And I
force.
have extra thunder damage too.
And how much is it? Let's see.
It
Your
would be
proficiency
three
bonus is
now.
3. Very good.
And you have one more beam.
Oh yeah, I have 2, don't I? I forgot I can roll 2 now.
Oh goodness. Okay, that'll hit. The gnoll is absolutely rocked by your Eldritch Blast as he comes around the corner from that boulder to engage with a moo. And as he's frantically stabbing at the Goliath, Raffaella, you just boom, boom, planting a couple blasts in his chest. He does not go down quite yet. Sindri, you're up.
Okay. Is there enough space to get in between the cart and the cliff face?
Not unless you acrobatics check.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
You cannot. It is too slippery, and you cannot find your footing.
Okay. I am thinking, because that was my plan. I'm gonna go 10. $25. 30 to try to get to a better position here, and I am going to firebolt Mr. Friend.
All right. Oh! It is the game of misses today as Mumu, a bolt of fire, narrowly misses your head.
Yep, that's all I got.
Sindri, I'm sorry, Kim, you're up.
I know you're out there. Force commands you to come out. Face me. And I'm holding Toll of the Dead.
Okay, till you see him.
Yep.
Okay. Mumu, you're up.
Oh yeah, fuck this guy.
Nervous chuckling from the gnoll next to you.
I'm gonna hit you for every single one of these fucking arrows that's in my armor. That's that.
Oh god. Mumu, you ready? Great weapon master.
I don't care. There is no such fucking thing as overkill. Do you understand?
The battle axe comes down on the gnoll. Hopefully you don't miss. Let's see it. Will it be a mighty swing or a mighty fail?
All right, with this, I get to roll situational bonus of -5, but with advantage.
That'll hit.
Oh yeah.
The gnoll meets an unlucky end. As you cleave your axe, bringing it down upon the gnoll hunter, almost cleaving him in twain, the massive amount of damage is almost equal to his full hit points. You bury it deep inside. There is no chance that he is alive.
Okay, I grab the remain of his corpse and yell out, "This is what happens when you fuck with us. Tell all your friends." And I yell in this general direction to try to find the other asshats that have been shooting at me. Can I move after my turn or no?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, I'm gonna beeline it as far as I can. Alright, there we go. And that will see. Nope, I don't see anybody. So yeah, that'll end my turn.
Monty, you're up. You're a giant lizard. You're getting cold.
I don't see any issues, so I am going to shuffle up about here.
All right, lizard lad.
And I guess perception to see if I can spot any extra targets.
Make me a perception check. Ho, 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 ho. Wait, that other gnoll also crit. Did you beat his crit? Hold on.
Yep.
Gnoll Hunter stealth check.
Yep.
24. Montgomery. 28. This little fucker is back behind the rock.
Get fucked, nerd.
He is right here. Your lizard eyes
okay.
sense the hunter. He is directly south of you.
I let out a very intimidating hiss and point my tail quite in its direction.
Huh?
What else are you doing, lizard lad?
I don't have any other actions. I spit in its general direction and taunt in lizard voice that his mother was a hamster and his father smelt of elderberries.
Raffaella, you're up. The lizard is making a ruckus.
So can I see the guy now?
The lizard is pointing to the south. You need to make me a perception check with advantage in order to see the still hiding gnoll hunter. You get the feeling that he's behind that rock to the south. But you... 23? He rolled a 24. You do not know exactly where he is, but he's behind the rock. There are only 4 valid actually 3 valid squares where he could be behind your line of sight.
Can I add my talisman to my roll?
No. I think your talisman is only damage.
Dang it.
And
Alright, well, I'm
none
just
of your
gonna
friends
move
are
up.
close enough to guide you.
Okay.
Also, even if you knew where he was, there is a very large boulder between you and him.
Yeah, I figured as much, but I have to ask.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action until he pops his nasty little head out.
God, this is gonna hurt if he decides to fucking pop his head out. Which he probably will. He pops his head out. Let's see, who goes first? Sindri. Your held
I didn't
action.
have anything.
All right, Gim, your held action.
My head! No!
He succeeds with a 16.
Damn your bells!
Amumu does not have a held action. Raffaella, what's your held action?
My Eldritch Blast.
All right, let's see it. Is he in range?
It's 120 feet. so
Oh
I'm good.
my god!
Reach out and fucking touch somebody.
It'll reach you in hell. Target him and let fly. Let fly! My Eldritch Blast! Into the boulder! A 12 literally hits.
Nice.
Roll damage.
Fly.
A guiding bolt, just as he pokes his head around the corner, slams into his face.
And I
Was
can
that-
do another one.
Oh god. Go ahead. That'll hit. Good lord. As he regrets everything, blood gushing from his nose as he takes 2 Eldritch Blasts to the face. But he survives. And he will attack who just attacked him. First one, missing. The second one, he's choking on his own blood right now.
Raffi turns around and twerks at him.
Twerks.
He goes back behind here and attempts to hide. Sindri, you're up.
Okay. Amumu, what's your movement speed?
40 feet. I'm not close enough. I was gonna see if I get. I don't know.
Do you want to be close enough?
Oh yeah, yeet me, son. Operation Trebuchet.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm not. This isn't Operation Trebuchet.
Got excited.
This is Operation Activate Sonic Mode. Engage.
Oh no.
I cast haste.
Oh God.
Gotta go fast.
Amumu, you feel your blood quicken as until the spell ends, your speed is doubled. You gain +2 AC, advantage on dex saves, and you have another action on your turns.
Oh God, I could have 3 attacks. Oh boy.
Yep.
You feel time go by slower, and your axe feels lighter.
That's my turn.
That was a good fucking turn. Gim, you're up.
All right. Come out and surrender your arms, and this all ends. Or if you pop your head out of here again, you're gonna lose it. I prep a spell of Toll of the Dead, and the Forge knows you're out there. Just come out. And I'm gonna end my turn.
You get no response. Amumu, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. I am ready to YOLO Swaggins, and I am beelining it to this dude.
Your movement is 80.
Oh yeah.
So all the green bar is where you can move. If your movement bar starts getting yellow, that is out of your valid movement speed. So you can literally move anywhere. Make me a perception check as you round the corner. You do not see the gnoll.
But I can still move. Oh, he's not back here.
He's hiding.
Guys, he's fucking hiding. Come out here, you little shit. Fucking hell. All right, I'm gonna hold my action. Same deal with. I'm gonna have my javelin out ready, so as soon as I see him, I can throw it right at him and pop him in the face.
Very good.
That'll end my turn.
Montgomery, you're up.
I see my friends running around the rock. I see no reason to not follow them. However, it's quite cold on my footsies, and I must decide if I'm going to dash. I am indeed going to dash.
Okay, dashing lad. Make me a perception check, Montgomery.
Oh, that's performance. We don't want that.
Lizard performance.
God.
You do not see the gnoll.
I was going too fast.
So fast.
Alright, that's my turn.
Raffaella, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to here, it looks like. And I'm going to hold my action until he pops his scruffy little head out.
God, he's gonna have a bad.
My Eldritch Blast.
Next up, the gnoll. Amumu and Montgomery, make me perception checks. Nice.
Oh, I wasn't moving fast enough.
For God's
Double
sake.
nice.
Man, you guys
Okay.
suck.
Yeah.
He All right, 1 second.
This ninja back here. This is a goddamn ninja.
This is the ninja.
He's just literally a ninja.
Ninja vanish! Shasha!
Good question. Where the fuck is he gonna go?
Other side of the rock?
If he isn't hiding behind something, he is visible.
Raphael and Gim, make me perception checks. With advantage, because he doesn't have cover.
I give myself guided.
Raphael, you don't spot him. You're looking to the wrong spot. Gim, you don't see him!
With a 23, I don't see him.
No.
Nope, he beat you by 1.
Isn't he on fucking fire? Like, how can we not see him?
Shit,
He's not on fire, no.
shit.
Sindri, you're up.
Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
Gift moment, I am reading something.
That's fine.
Okay. I am going to move up. And I'm going to quicken detect thoughts. No crap.
And you have to see the target.
No, I don't. I don't need to see the target with detect thoughts because it does tell me its location if he's within 30 feet of me.
Okay, hold on. I need to actually do a sweep.
But I have to, because I'm concentrating on haste right now.
That is true.
Uh,
5 people versus 1 sneaky boy.
That's gonna be a title of the VOD.
yeah. Sorry, Amumu. You lose your next turn. I'm casting detect thoughts.
Hey, there goes the haste.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
He's not.
Fuck. I'm going to then hold my action because I did quicken that. I'm going to hold my action until I see him.
Okay.
Or until he gets within 30 feet of me, in which case I'll detect him with my detect thoughts.
True. All right. Very good. That was weird. Don't know why I did that. Gim, you're up.
You scruffy scoundrel. You have your last chance to surrender. Or if any of us sees it's over.
It's true.
I can't see him, can I?
You make a perception check. You do not see him.
Alright, hold, toll.
Until you can see him?
Yep.
Yep. Amumu, you're up. You're playing Ring Around the Rosie.
Yep.
With a very
really
sneaky gnoll.
Amumu doesn't have a turn.
Yeah,
Oh, Amumu,
rage.
you are, your haste wore off and you are stunned this round.
Yep.
Sorry.
I know, dude. We
Montgomery,
tried.
you're up.
Montgomery's tongue flicks into the air, tasting for any sense and direction of fear and fire-licked fur.
You can make me a perception check with advantage, please. You do not see him.
will now decide to circle around the rock. Maybe a lizard without shoes was not a good idea.
Raffi, I'm gonna need you to blow up everything behind this rock.
Mumu's back there.
Wait. I think Amumu might disagree with that. Raffaella?
What are y'all doing? I can't see shit.
He's also stunned, so he would automatically fail his fireball save. He would just take the full damage.
I don't think he's stunned.
Oh wait, is the haste when it wears off, is he in cap or stunned?
Cannot move or take actions.
Oh, so you get to make a save.
Yeah, so he's not stunned or anything. Nothing bad happens.
I mean, absolutely, he would get a save. If you wish to fireball behind the rock to try and hit the gnoll, that is absolutely a thing.
I just want to see if I could do a perception again.
Make me a perception check.
God dang it!
You do not see him.
Blast the whole area, Raffi.
You can just drop a reticle, and if you hit him, he will take damage.
Oh, that's the way. I don't have to target him?
That is, yes, I will. In this case, that will function as intended. You would just drop a reticle somewhere, and if he is in it, he will take the damage. If he is not, I will tell you, you do not see anything. Okay. A little off-screen fireball. The snow sizzles as it goes up. And Amumu's, stunned face gets a little bit warmer and some of the frost melts off of his whiskers. But no gnoll is left behind.
Not working? I used the thing to place it. It still won't let me.
He is not in the reticle. So your fireball does occur. He is just not there. What else would you like to do with your round, Raffi?
I'll just move back just a little.
Mumu, you just feel the heat on your face.
Toasty.
All right. Next up, the gnoll. Oh, he's gonna think if he wants to move or not. He will. Okay.
That's your radius, just so you know.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Raphael and Gim, make me a perception check. And Montgomery. Not a Mumu. And Sindri, actually. All of you.
I'm using guidance on myself.
Raffaella will be the only one that will see him in time. One moment. As he fires a pot shot from the trees. One moment.
Shield.
You're gonna shield it?
Yep.
Alright. Fling! Put shield in chat. He's right here. Raffaella, you can see him. You can take your action immediately.
Huh? No!
As he takes a shot at Sindri, who deflects it with his shield. It was the last thing he ever did as Raffaella turns, hearing the snap of the twigs in the trees. Extending her hand, she casts an eldritch blast, and the gnoll, just lingering in the shadows of the trees, explodes in a fury of purple light.
You should have surrendered, lad.
Get fucked.
I say our prayer to the gnolls, for the gnolls to the forge.
Those gnolls are very dead. But your combat with them is over.
God, I need a nap.
You didn't like hide and seek?
No, I'm just
no.
spent.
And as Montgomery starts feeling the effects of the cold in his giant lizard form, he begins to grow sluggish and sleepy. But that is where we will end today's session, as you all have finally triumphed over the gnolls lurking in the woods, and perhaps finally found a landmark that is on your gnoll map.
Oh, map.
The gnoll map. Oh, the cart. The cart seems to be the Apple
It's the
charger.
phone battery.
It's the phone battery. And so, now that might tell you which one of these paths, as there are multiple, if you look around the map, which one of these doors that you should go to in order to continue your adventure. Just make sure you reference the map and go the right direction. So that is where we will end for today. As the gnolls lay in wait, and you avoided getting slaughtered in the ambush.
They seem kind of squishy.
Imagine how annoying they would be if they had a fuck ton of hit points.
Yeah, I know. I just remember fighting the Sahagin and I'm like, Jesus Christ, these things are never gonna die.
We also
Yeah.
do way more damage.
It's true.
Like, upgrading to 2 damage dice on cantrips is huge.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys.
Later.
Yeah, later.
Thank you guys for the game. Greatly appreciate it. I will see you all next week.
Yes.
Good night.
See you later.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for the game. Good night, guys. Yay! All right. And that's it for Arctis today. Whoa, wait. Whoa. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all being here. You can catch our VODs over on YouTube at ArctisDD. Catch us live on Twitch. Right here. You found us. At Zarina. Or catch our shorts and funny moments over on Twitter and TikTok as Play Arctis. Thanks for watching the game. And I hope you enjoy our little corner of the internet. Stay warm, and I will see you next time.